are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In motion left, that's Thielen. Throwing, Dalton. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive lineman.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Kalijah Cansey in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on him and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Now a give to Brooks running right. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Dalton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing, Duggan. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. You look at this Carolina defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Brooks. 20, 10, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Brooks with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
To throw is Duggan. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Duggan will look to throw this. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
60 back. Go. 70 range. 70 range. Ready.
Here's Duggan to throw. Past the 20. He's got the first down and then some. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out looking to and now this is intercepted. My goodness. That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Dalton now to pass. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Well, following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Up the middle with Brooks here. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. And Dalton to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Pushing his way through. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Here we go, set.
Duggan now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now 2nd and 9.
Andy Dalton. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Passing. It's Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw here, Dalton.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. Here's a handoff to Brooks.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Brooks. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
On the handoff, this is Brooks.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Dalton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they have regained the lead.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Duggan.
He'll find McMillan here. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Duggan looking to throw.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The Bucs had 1-14 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this one is no good. He missed it, and they'll remain down by 2.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
That one complete till again.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
They'll run with Brooks.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
On the ground, here's Brooks.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here comes Brooks.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
139 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And now to the air, Dalton. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10.
They'll run right here with Brooks. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Xavier Legette
With another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Panthers add 6 to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Back to throw. Dugan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Dalton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Dalton. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. So Dalton now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Xavier Legette
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Panthers are able to widen their advantage.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Here we go, set.
Operating from the gun, Dugan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Buffalo 80. Buffalo 18. Set go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ready.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Duggan.
This is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down.
And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Dalton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready? Seven Pirates. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Dugan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Let's go now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
79 Broncos. Let's go. Go.
Operating from the gun, Dugan.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
The 20. 5. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dugan. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Go!
They go right back to White here on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to throw. Dugan. Flush to his. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Well, these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Dalton.
Got a man. That's Leggett.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
368.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
181 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he gets it down to the 32.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Brooks. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Here's a diving catch right side. It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game.
Here's Brooks.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Jonathan Brooks
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ready? 70 Rangers, 70. Set, hard.
Throwing, Duggan.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
Come on, set. 18, right here. Hup, hup.
Duggan will look to throw this. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
To throw is Duggan. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Warrior 70, Panther 11, Panther 19 Lion. Set, go.
On fourth down, Dugan. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18. Go.
Here's Duggan to throw.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Duggan now to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs get a bit closer. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touch.
Because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Brooks. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
One more time with Brooks.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Xavier Legette
from 3 yards out.
And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 36,
Duggan.
And that's caught inside the 30. Evans, fast footwork. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A run out of the gun with Brooks.
And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back. It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Play action now. Dalton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. Inside the 10.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll go with a keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Here we go, set.
Duggan.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Dugan. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From a yard out.
And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
No question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2.
Come on, set. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Oh, some strong running. Touchdown, Carolina.
Xavier Legette.
82 yards.
And the Panthers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fighting his way through contact.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Duggan looking to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Back to throw. Dugan. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
232 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll run on first down. It's Brooks. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Brooks. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here you go, Cam. Hands up. Hands up.
And Dalton to throw. They'll roll him out right.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
2-by-2.
On first down, it's Brooks. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
They'll run with Brooks.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jonathan Brooks
taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
19 tight.
From the gun on third down, Dugan.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's again complete to Palmer.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
70 Rangers. Set up. 19. Pioneer. Mustang 19. Ready, right?
They'll look to throw again.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Here we go. Dragon 60. Ready.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Carolina,
they get just their third win of the season to up their mark to 3-13.